Hello everybody, welcome back to Muddling Through Minecraft with Niceberg. I am Niceberg, and it is great to have you back in this world. Hey, before we get started, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more great content like I'm trying to provide. I am coming to you this afternoon, whenever it is that you're watching this video, from the side of our creeper farm, because I think I need to show you something that I haven't shown anybody on camera yet. Down this crazy hallway and to the left is a little farm that I built, several days ago now. Oh, can you hear that? This, folks, is a skelly spawner. Let's go into free cam mode and check this out. There's one of them, and there's another couple coming down. So it's just a pretty simple skelly spawner farm. Plenty of these have been made in the past. Oh no, I need to fix this. Stop that spawn. All good there. And now we can come over here and just smoke these dudes with one swipe. Now, there's a really simple reason that we're over here, and it's because for our first project of the day, we need some dispensers. 9 of them to be exact. And so down over here, we're just going to go ahead and see if we've got ourselves 9 bows. We have the 9 bows that we need to make our dispensers. Let's go ahead and try and replenish our stock a bit. There we go. And let's head out. Go get started on our first project. So the thought I have with this space is that we actually build little micro farms for all of the things that we want to grow. So what I'm going to start with is I'm going to start with a farm for carrots, potatoes, and wheat. I got all the way through that farm and then it didn't work. They updated something. Ridiculous. Oh well. Try number 2. All right, I am hopeful that this farm will work. We'll go ahead and mark that, and then we'll put dispensers down in... Oh, whoops, that's in the wrong spot. Dispensers go in these positions here. After that, we're going to drop an observer face down like that, a piston out like that, and then we'll throw some solid blocks around in just a second. So let's pick one of our observers. I think we'll go ahead and put our switch on this side. So we'll drop redstone dust there, and then we'll go solid blocks around the top. I kind of want to use stone brick. I don't know why. We're using a lot of stone brick, it seems like, lately, but that's okay. We'll go like that, and then on top of that, we need to put redstone in a U shape like that. And last but not least, we're going to take some stairs, which I don't apparently have. And we're going to take some stairs and drop them right there. Now I need to clear some room in my inventory because we need to get plenty of bone meal in those dispensers. All right, last but not least, we're going to go ahead and flip the lever one more time. Bam. And we're going to get that little pop in there. And then we're going to grab carrots in a hand and start placing. There we go. Finally hitting it. And look at that bad boy go. We are getting lots and lots and lots of carrots from this machine. They're even pouring out the other side. And then we turn it off, grab our carrots, and go trade with our villager. So we've already got him up 1 level, and he's got the potato trade, which is what we want. But we can go ahead and trade with him now. Oh, what? I don't have... he could take some more. Great. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and trade him up then. Oh, he's out of his carrot trade? What if we had some potatoes to trade him? I don't have any potatoes up here. Well, you get the point. We could then run and grab the potato trade, run that through for him, and then be done with the potato trade, and then we'd be right back with the carrot trade, so on and so forth, right? Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. We get all kinds of trades with him. All right, sir, come on out of there. Let's get out of this place. Go ahead, sir. Please leave. Sir, that's the wrong way. You need to go this way. Jerk. They may not always do what you want them to do, but when you consider how much time I spent at the enchanting table just to get this set of enchants on my netherite armor, you start to understand just why villagers are as important as they are. Not only do they get you emeralds, but man, they let you get the books that you need as well when you have all the right enchanted books from librarian villagers. Problem is, the only 2 villagers I have are now an armorer and a farmer. And I don't have them anywhere near where they could breed. So one of the things that I'd like to get started on today and get built somewhere, put somewhere, is a villager breeder. Question I need to answer is, where do I put the villager breeder? We've got so many hills and things around our area that it's going to be really difficult to put it down low, because then you got to have the villagers climb all the way up. And it's also going to be kind of difficult to put it up high, because where do you put it that you can easily get a minecart or something? So I don't think there's a good answer to the question, where does the villager breeder go? I think I just got to make a choice. A thought just came to mind that there's all of this space underneath the farms that is not being used. We could make just a little villager breeding area down here. Wouldn't really need to make an actual breeder of any sort. We could just fence in an area, throw some beds in, make sure it's lit up so no baddies can get to them. But you know what I thought about here? Then all we're ever going to hear is I don't know that I want to deal with that either. And yet it's exactly what I've decided I'm going to do. And a big part of the reason I've decided that this is what I'm going to do is because I don't want to build an actual home for this breeder. I want it to be something that's kind of hidden away and isn't necessarily a focal point of the area. So I want to hide it away. I want to get it down here where, no one's going to mess with it. But, and if I got to listen to some, then I will. The other thing to note is that it's not going to be an automatic breeder. So I'm going to have to feed them in order to get them to breed. And that's important because that means that a lot of times I'll only have 2 villagers down here, and the rest of the time I'll just be waiting on others. So, maybe the noise level won't be quite as bad as I think it is. The space for our villager breeder is ready to go here. We'll be able to throw down several beds. And like I said, I'm only going to be breeding these guys as needed. So I don't need a ton of space down here, just enough to have 2 down here consistently and then whatever I need. So time to go find a village, and we will get our breeding started. All right, we have 2 villagers right here in these buildings, so we're going to use them. They are the closest to the base as we can be, and I'm going to start moving them through the night, which I know is a dangerous move to make, but it's actually pretty simple when they've got beds. They will just connect to the beds that I continue to lay down in front of them, and eventually we'll make it back to our base with 2 little villagers here. And all I have to do is make sure that I keep them safe and shoot any of the baddies that come to eat their faces. Like this one. And that one. And that one. And that one. That one's actually more going to eat my face. Munchkin. Got him. Moving villagers long distances in this game is not the most fun thing to do. Minecarts and rails probably are the easiest way to move villagers around, but for long distances like this, you've either got to go through the nether or you just need a lot of rail. And even though that Even though this is maybe a frustrating process of laying down beds and picking them up and protecting them from all of the baddies, I still find it a little bit easier than placing a bunch of rail that I'm just going to pull up. As the night turns to day here, you'll see one of the frustrating things happen in this process, which is as the villagers get scared, they all disappear and you don't know where they go. And I've actually lost one now. I don't know where he went. I do find him in a little bit, in a hole that he can't seem to get out of. I don't know how he got in the hole that he can't get out of, but that's fine. Now, as the day turns, the beds don't become effective, so I at least got them to the top of the hill, so I was able to use the boats to go downhill, which is absolutely the best way to move a villager during the daytime is with a boat, but obviously that only works if it's flat or over the water. And when we get to the other side of the river here, we got to go back uphill. So you switch when you got to move villagers during the daytime, you switch to workstations. But you've also got to be careful with workstations, because if a villager holds a workstation at the village, they'll start running back to try and find that workstation. Fortunately, neither of these guys had a job. But when we turned to night again, one of them was reading a bed from back in the village and was really frustrating. But I'll spare you that footage. We got him where we needed him to be. The villagers are in my breeding area, but one of them won't take that bed. So we're going to have to wait for a while. Hopefully he will. Maybe we block that off. Maybe we go ahead and block this off and just make it so that there's absolutely no pathing that he can make. Oh, we just slept through that night. Okay, so let's see if we can get these guys to go ahead and breed a little bit here. I'll throw down 2 beds. We'll see if we can get a couple of babies, and we'll get our world started here. Oh, there we go. Already getting the hearts. And there's baby 1. All right, excellent. That's what I like to see. We'll let those guys grow up, and we'll come back and start working with our villagers a little later on. Oh, good. J-Boy crew is here. Let's show off our brand new donkey as well. Look how I did without dying. Yeah, that's some good stuff. He said he found a clump of 4 cities with all with ships, all within distance of each other. That's some solid loot. All right, hey, come check out my other farm. Oh wait, need bone meal. Where can I find some bone meal real fast? I may be completely out of bone meal, which is unfortunate. All right, how much bone meal do you have at your base? Oh, we need more. Meet me in 5. Our nether may stink for most things, but it's actually really good when you need bone meal. We'll just knock down several of these fossils, get a bunch of bone blocks, and we'll have plenty of bone meal to tide us over for quite a while, probably. All right, in 5 minutes, I have collected 3 stacks of bone blocks. So again, our nether may stink, but it's good for something. We're going to go back and meet J-Boy crew over at the micro farm and just teach him how to use it real quickly in the event that he wants to. All right. Tossing a suspicious stew his way. Let's see what we get. Oh, I got darkness. All right, what else do we have? Let's go with these same... I think this is a different one this time. Darkness again? Did I buy the same ones? Let's just see if we get something different. Oh, there we go. What is that? Night vision. So we've got darkness and night vision from our farmer here. And I'm going to go ahead and buy some cookies. Level him up. Get that golden carrot trade, you know? You know how it is. Should have leveled him up. There he is. Golden carrots and glistening melon for 1 emerald each. Well, y'all, we have a donkey here. don't forget that we got a donkey here. We're going to need to name that donkey. So go ahead and throw some suggestions down in the comments, and I'll pick what maybe is the best one or whatever. After I built the bridge, I saw a comment, hey, great bridge. You should put a boat in the water. And I actually really like the idea of us having a boat in the water here. I don't think our river is well built in terms of the shape and everything, so we may need to go ahead and do some reshaping of our river and make it feel a little better. But I do really like the idea of putting a boat in the water. So I think we're going to put a boat kind of out in here, and it's going to be traveling down the river this way. And the question is, where's it coming from, though? Because, like, the river kind of goes into a little bit of a lake over here. I don't know if it connects up over here. Yeah, it just barely connects up over here by J-Boy Cruise Base. But I'm really thinking that we'll probably just need to make, like, a tributary out through here that goes to the ocean. And so the boat would have come down through here and then up the river towards our base. So we're going to put it kind of right out in this space right here, and I think it's going to be pretty cool. So bear with me while we put the boat in the river. So now all we have left to do is complete the interior of the ship, of the boat here. So this is going to be a fishing vessel. So our little villager, or whoever it is that we put on this ship, is going to be able to cook their food and do all the kinds of things that they need to be able to do to provide our little community with fish, whether that's raw fish or cooked fish. All right, and I think that we're going to put some storage barrels along this back wall here, and I would like those to go like this, actually. Yes, that's what I want. Get that to lay down there. So now he's got some storage barrels across the back, and I think we'll even throw a chest up front here, maybe just right here. I'm not going to put the other two chests down, I don't think. And let's see, what else does this fisherman need? I would imagine that this fisherman would like some decorative pieces. I think he'd probably have a flower here next to his sea pickles and in that area, and he probably likes to live life on the edge and go ahead and have a flower right on the edge of the boat there, near where he's going to sleep. The one thing that I think is missing from this location is, of course, fishing rods. And I'm realizing I have no string with me right now, so that's a problem. But we're going to add some item frames along here, and we're going to throw some fishing rods in there. Maybe we'll get those enchanted at some point and have some good fishing rods here. A lure, maybe a lure 3, a luck of the sea 3, and then maybe one that's got both on it, something like that. So depending on what you want to be fishing for, you can grab the appropriate rod there and go to town. And then you can stand out here on the front of the deck, do a little bit of fishing, and come into the back here and go ahead and sail away to wherever it is that you need to go. I think it fits well. Like, it's not too overpowered. It's a good size. I think it might be a little too high for the bridge. So again, I think that I'm going to need to rethink what I'm doing with the bridge there. I want to keep that style, that design, but I'm probably going to have to go into a world and mess around with the curves a little bit. I've never been really happy with how that curve turned out anyway, as compared to the others. So we're just gonna have to play with that a little bit and see if we can get it right. I did follow a tutorial for the exterior of that boat, the shape and everything, and then the interior I did on my own. I've linked that tutorial in the description of the video. It was a creator, SV Gravity, and they did a great job on this, and hopefully you go watch their video, see what they did with the interior of their boat. I'm actually thinking that we could maybe put a villager out there. I don't know if that villager would try and climb out, or if we need to do something a little bit different around it to keep the villager in. But I would love to have a fishing villager out there and make that an actual functioning place for us to visit if we ever wanted to trade with a fisherman. Back here behind the farmer's bedroom, we've got our farming factory. 8 farmers back here, all with potatoes and carrot trades at the first level and pumpkin trades at the second level. Obviously, no one healed with a zombie. These guys came straight up from our breeder. So some work to do back here in this section to make it look a little bit nicer, and maybe get a zombie trade in here at some point. I'm not going to super rush to get that done, but we have this all finished up. We also need to make the door here for our farming area, but in order to do that, I need some more sticky pistons. And in order to make sticky pistons, I need slime, and I don't think I have any more. So that's a resource that we need to hunt down. We also need to keep breeding up the villagers and get our armorers in place. That room behind the armorers' living quarters is also ready for villagers. So between episodes, I'm going to go ahead and breed some more villagers up and get them in place back there. And I'm also going to experiment with getting a villager to hang out on the boat out there and be a fisherman, and see if we can keep him out there or if he's going to be a problem for us. So I am going to head down to the breeder, get some villagers bred up, and get ready to send them on their merry way. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I really like the boat we built, getting our villager breeding set up and our villagers set up. Oh, they're spawning iron golems down here now. How nice. Until next time when we're in the world together, I hope you stay happy, hope you stay healthy, and I'll see ya.